Welcome to my channel Voice of a Woman, where powerful real-life stories of courage, love, and redemption come to life. Sit back, relax, and let me take you on a journey you won't forget. Happy listening. The doorbell rang at exactly 11:27 a.m. I stood frozen in the guest bedroom of my son Alexander's sprawling Paradise Valley mansion, my open suitcase still on the bed. Voices flooded the house like water bursting through a broken dam. Laughter, the clink of champagne flutes, designer heels clicking across marble floors. Alexander hadn't mentioned a party. He'd said, "Come over at 10 o'clock. We'll talk." But now strangers filled his home, and I was supposed to hide in this beige room like a shameful secret he couldn't afford to reveal. My hands trembled as I smoothed my worn cardigan, the one with the pulled thread at the hem. I'd chosen it deliberately. It looked like something a woman who'd lost everything would wear. Someone desperate. Someone broken. Someone whose son had reluctantly agreed. "Sure, Mom, come over," when she'd begged for a place to stay. I pressed my ear to the door. A woman's voice rose above the others. "Alexander, darling, who's that old Honda parked on the street? It's bringing down the whole aesthetic of the neighborhood." My Honda. My 20-year-old car I'd driven here instead of the Mercedes sitting in my garage back home. Another detail in the performance. Another thread in the costume of poverty I'd wrapped around myself like armor. My name is Evelyn Whitaker, and I'm 71 years old. 3 months ago, my husband Thomas died suddenly of a heart attack. 42 years of marriage, gone in an instant. But what came after his death shattered me far more than grief ever could. Thomas had secrets. Big ones. $35 million worth of secrets hidden in offshore accounts, investments, real estate, and cryptocurrency he'd never mentioned in 4 decades together. We'd lived modestly, clipping coupons, driving old cars, darning socks, while he quietly built a fortune. His lawyer, Marcus Langley, revealed it all after the funeral. "Your husband wanted to ensure you'd never worry," Marcus said. But Thomas was gone, and the money felt like a stranger's gift. I could have told my son Alexander everything. Shown him the bank statements, the trust documents, the life-changing numbers. But something stopped me. Over the years, I'd watched Alexander change. The sweet boy who'd picked dandelions for me had become distant, materialistic, embarrassed by our simple life. Sunday dinners stopped. Holiday invitations dwindled. At Thomas's funeral, he checked his phone during the eulogy. His wife Claire had complained about the subpar catering while I buried my husband. So I decided to test him. With Marcus's help, I locked the inheritance in a 60-day trust and created fake documents showing Thomas had left nothing but debts. I called Alexander and told him I was broke, about to lose the house, needing a place to stay. His response, after days of silence, "Yes, you can stay with us for a bit." A bit. Like I was a temporary inconvenience. I packed 1 suitcase of old clothes and drove my Honda to his mansion. He greeted me at the door with annoyance flickering in his eyes. No hug, no help with my bag. Claire showed me to the guest room with an empty smile. "We're having people over at 11:30, so just make yourself comfortable in there until they leave." Hide. That's what she meant. Hide your broke mother, so she doesn't embarrass us. I stayed in that room for over an hour while the party raged outside. Then thirst drove me to the kitchen. I was reaching for a glass when a woman in expensive athleisure noticed me. Oh. Her eyes traveled from my scuffed shoes to my threadbare cardigan with clear disdain. Alexander's head whipped around. His face went white. For 3 long seconds he stared. Then he smiled. That practiced, perfect smile. "Oh, this is Evelyn," he said smoothly. "She's our housekeeper, staying temporarily while we remodel her quarters." Housekeeper. He introduced his own mother as the housekeeper. The room tilted. The glass in my hand felt suddenly heavy. I heard him continue. Something about the remodel taking longer than expected, how reliable I was, but the words turned to static. A housekeeper. In front of his wealthy friends. In his own home. The woman smiled at me. The kind of smile you give someone who cleans your toilets. "How lovely. Alexander and Claire, you're so generous." I couldn't speak. My fingers gripped the counter until my knuckles went white. "Mom appreciates it, don't you?" Alexander's eyes locked on mine. Warning. Threat. Play along. The glass slipped, clattering into the sink. Every face turned. Sorry, I whispered. I'm sorry. I'll just... I fled back to my room, heart pounding, tears burning. Behind me, Alexander's laugh. The help can be a bit clumsy sometimes. I'd started recording when I arrived, just in case. Now I had proof. Crystal clear. The next 2 weeks were hell. House rules appeared on my dresser. Quiet hours after 9 p.m., no using the main bathroom, no touching the thermostat. Claire suggested I eat in my room. Alexander barely acknowledged me. My grandchildren, Liam and Sophia, ignored me completely. I overheard conversations. Alexander complaining about the nightmare of having me there. Claire researching cheap senior living facilities, both planning how quickly they could get rid of me. One night through the wall. How much longer? My mother's visiting next month. I can't have your mother here. I'll show her those apartments downtown. Cheap, near a bus line. She doesn't need much. My son, planning to move his mother into a dangerous neighborhood because I was inconvenient. I'd heard enough. I called Marcus. It's time. Monday morning, we met in his office. Alexander and Claire arrived annoyed, thinking it was routine paperwork. Then Marcus revealed everything. The $35 million, the hidden fortune, the fake poverty. Alexander's face cycled through shock, confusion, then greed. Mom, why didn't you tell me? Because I needed to know who you really are. I played the recordings. Him introducing me as the housekeeper, complaining I was a nightmare, planning to abandon me. Claire went pale. Alexander stammered excuses. I established education trusts for my grandchildren, $1 million each, inaccessible to parents. Donated $10 million to help abandoned elderly. The rest? Mine, to live the life Thomas wanted for me. Travel, freedom, peace. Alexander begged, apologized. But apologies after money is gone aren't apologies. They're damage control. I walked away. A year later, I live in a beautiful condo overlooking Camelback Mountain. I've traveled the world, made new friends, found joy I never knew possible. Alexander's calls stopped months ago. The grandchildren's trusts are growing. Maybe someday they'll know their grandmother fought for them too. But for now, I'm free. Truly free. The greatest wealth isn't money. It's knowing your worth when others try to take it away. If this story touched you, inspired you, or made you believe in second chances, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more heartfelt stories.